Look, I recognize there's a lot going on right now, but I actually filmed this workout just prior to the governor of California placing us all on a stay-at-home order. And so I want to share with you a little bit of this workout breakdown for 1500 meter type of workout, as well as how I plan on updating my training. Hey, what's poppin'? Jordan Thomas here with another workout breakdown. If you're new to my channel, I post running content on running stories, gear reviews, as well as workout breakdowns like the one you're gonna see today. So if that's something you're interested in, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and drop me a comment and let me know that you're joining the party. Today's session consisted of 3 sets of 600, 400, 300, and 200 meter intervals with 2 minutes rest in between, and then 3 to 4 minutes in between sets. The whole focus for this type of workout was just begin to transition into some faster reps. I spent the beginning part of this year primarily focused on strength type of workouts, so like 1,000-meter intervals, lots of like threshold type training. And so this was a workout to start to get me oriented into running a bit faster. If you saw my previous workout breakdown, this is also the evolution of that workout, where I was doing a 5-3-2 and trying to like sharpen up for a 5K race. Mentally, I was heavy just because of everything that was going on, but I was starting to improve. I went to church earlier that day and was starting to kind of just reacclimate to where I needed to proceed. The weather was definitely windy, but the sun was shining, so I was appreciative of that. Physically, my legs actually felt a little bit flat. They were still recovering. I had actually raced 3 times within the last 3 weeks. And I actually took a day off before doing this. And so one thing I would say when it comes to faster stuff, I do better when I've had an easier day the day before, just because it helps loosen my legs up a little bit. For today's workout, I wanted to go with something new, something a little bit different. For those of you that have been following the channels, I've pretty much only ever worked out in Nikes, but I wanted to try something new out. And so I went with the New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel. I gotta be honest, like I'm gonna be doing a full, I don't even know if it's a review, video, essay, something, but I got something special coming for this because these have blown my expectations right out of the water. And so for today's workout, I did it exclusively in these shoes. Right after I knocked out my standard warm-up of activations, 20-minute jog, a few strides, then I got into the workout. One of the major things that I would give to you, as far as like just an early season workout, is like, one, don't put so much pressure on yourself, but 2, when you have like a mantra and you have like just maybe like 2 or 3 things to focus on a given workout, it makes it a lot more manageable and you set yourself up to succeed in the workout and then maybe move on to the next one. The mantra for the overall workout was focus on the rep that I'm in. So for the first set, it was all about finding my rhythm. I knew that the first rep of the first set was gonna be the most challenging rep. One, because it's 600 meters, so it's just a bit further than the 400. I feel like it definitely will keep you honest in terms of what you think you can hold for like a mile pace or anything like that. In this case, it's only supposed to be my 10K pace based off of my mile best. And so I'll put the times up on the screen. I went out a little bit slow, definitely into the wind, and was just kind of like, hey, let me figure it out on the fly, just focus on finding a rhythm. And so I finished up the first rep a little bit slower than I intended. Took some accounting for the fact that there was wind and my legs were still kind of waking up a little bit. And then I went on to the next rep. For the 400, also a little bit slow, still kind of challenging on the backstretch a bit. But finally, when I got into the 300 meters, I felt like I had woke up a little bit. Like I was ready to now move a little bit faster and stay within the paces that I was assigned. And then finally for the 200, I was actually a little off. I ended up slowing down a little bit too much at the end. But I finished out the rep and was like, all right, cool, I found the rhythm. Now, just be better. Second set was all about just be better than the last one. Didn't necessarily mean be faster. It meant maybe be more relaxed on a rep, checking with my form, any of those things. And so now, let's get into the next set. 600 meters felt way better. I felt like each 200 meters, I gradually sped up, which was the way that I would like to run it. For the 400 meters, I just was nice and consistent, so ran that right at the time I wanted to be at. At 300 meters, I was locked in. And at 200, I more or less maintained the effort from the previous one. Still just trying to figure out what was going on. My legs still didn't feel like totally like loosened up. Actually, you know what? I think for this one, I might have ran this one into the wind as well. So that was why there wasn't much of a time difference there. And then finally, for the third set, it was all about be smooth. I didn't want to go back to as slow as I was in the first, but I wasn't necessarily held to trying to hit the same time as the last one. Recognizing that fatigue was starting to set in, I went out for 600 meters, right where I wanted to be at. 400 meters, came in a little bit faster, recovered. 300 meters, right where I wanted to be at. And the 200, I was like, let me just go under 35 and we'll call it done for the day. Came in like 33 seconds. I was like, money. This was about as best a workout I could have underneath the current situation. I typically don't do speed workouts on Sundays. I typically do them in the middle of the week, but I end up flip-flopping workouts for a threshold workout. I actually tend to struggle with threshold workouts, and so I feel like my legs were still a little bit sore. And as I mentioned earlier on, I had actually raced 3 times in the last few weeks, and my legs were still recovering. So I think overall, I would give this a solid B type of effort. It by no means was an F, nor was it an A. And then ultimately, when it comes to my workouts, my goal is to get a B or F. F means I'm definitely trying out here to experiment something. B, I'm leaving something there for me to be able to push forward on the next one. Things I might do differently, having gone through this workout again, I would break down into my spikes. I was just so excited about these shoes that I wanted to try them out and get some more reps, get some more time on my feet in them. But I do find that when it comes to trying to hit like very specific paces, I prefer a racing flat or a spike. But the workout for the day, based off it being an early season, was setting me up perfectly for the type of race that I want to have later on in the year. And so that takes me right up to the updates. For me, there's really 3 things that I want to mention. First of all, major shout out to Kofuzi for inviting me on to his IG Live. He came up with a really good concept where he's doing Instagram Lives 2 times a day, trying to look out for our folks over in Europe as well as the rest of the country. But he set them up so that he'd get as many people online as possible to be able to engage and be able to just talk about, hear a conversation going. So I had a really good time with Saturday, even despite some technical difficulties. So I appreciate you for that, Mike. Next thing, listen, the governor put us on a stay-at-home order, which more or less means that we can take care of things like going to the grocery store, going to go pick up some food, take care of our medical needs, still walk our pets. Fortunately, for me, we can still exercise. For a lot of us, that means running, walking, hiking. I don't know what the exact rules are with like cycling, a few other things, but most of us are working from home if your job allows you to be able to do that. And with all the races being canceled, I'm going to take a week totally off. I was looking at my calendar over the previous year, and this might shock you, but I've not taken a break more than 6 days since last March. This by no means is me trying to pat myself on the back. I didn't realize that I just have not taken any time off. I think even in the instances where I would usually take off 2 weeks, I went and traveled somewhere cool, and so I wanted to go for at least for a short run. But I think taking a nice week off of doing nothing would be great for me, not only mentally, but also physically. I just recognize that it's the wear and tear of running, as much as I enjoy it and as much as it's like an organizing principle and a reason to connect, it also just takes a toll. And so I think that by taking a total week off, while I'm not necessarily pursuing a specific goal right now because there's no races, it'll allow me some more time to think about what I want to truly do next. Now, one of the things I kind of teed up with my coach was going through maybe some sort of like maintenance phase or something like that. But I gotta be honest, as I thought about it a bit more, as long as the roads are open, I kind of want to maybe set up a time trial or 2. Maybe I do an all-out 8K, or that's not 8K. I do not want to do all 8K. Maybe I do an all-out 800 meters or 1K. I've got this really cool like 1 mile loop, not too far away from my house. And so I can get out there and do my thing and maybe set it up, over the next few months and still pursue the goal that I have. Now, ultimately, I am a racer and I prefer to race against people. But if it's truly just about hitting the time, then maybe that's the way that I set myself up that way. So not to worry, I'm not taking a month away from you all. And as a matter of fact, I just want to open up about something. In general, my goal each month is to put out 2 videos. I work a job that I really enjoy. I'm a husband, I've got a dog, I've got a family, I've got lots of other commitments. But I like being able to connect this way because I recognize there's a lot of you that I'll never get to meet. And so I would encourage you to ask me questions. There's a lot of running knowledge that I have, a lot that I've picked up, and still have a lot to learn as well. And so one of the things that I enjoy the most beyond the creativity of YouTube is being able to connect with people. And with so many of us now in situations where we can't get out and about and we can't necessarily see in person the people that we care about most, I'm not a bad dude to get to know, and I'd love to get to know you and understand some of the things that you're doing. So leave me some comments. Let me know how you're adjusting your goals. Let me know how you're doing. I look to make some more videos here soon. And I'll be talking to you next time. Jordan Thomas, peace.